Good morning, viewers. Good morning. How are you this morning? How are you doing? I am suitably delighted to welcome you to Signature Morning on Signature TV. I hope you are healthy and I hope you are happy and ready to dive in with us this morning. And Uche, Frances the frankincense.
Wow, this your introduction is it's very sweet.
By the way, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you this morning?
I'm good. What's trending on your side?
Well, I was just going through, checking what's going on, and I came across a story about how the 70,000 minimum wage is not sufficient for Nigerians to survive on, and that just struck me because the naira is depreciating already, and the minimum wage that was supposed to help raise up the amount that Nigerians earn as the minimum is not even enough to take care of one person, not to talk of an entire family. For those who have families, it has lost its value apparently, according to a US report. It's really sad. I wonder what Nigerians would do and how they are surviving.
My dear, well, I leave that to God and to Nigerians. So, welcome to Signature Morning once again, and we'll be moving on to our newspaper headline and also our newspaper review, and also onto our conversations for the day. We'll be talking about the 419 billion naira that has been disbursed to about 2.2 million Nigerians, conditionally and unconditionally. Want to know what happened there, and also about the Clem Ohanese's, ordeal. Do stay with us. When we return, we'll continue with our newspaper headline. Welcome back. I am still your host, Lillian Wally. Now let's move forward to our newspaper headline. From the Metrics newspaper, Nigeria, U.S. visa war worsens. FG vows to reciprocate U.S. social media history rule. Target to unveil as far Nigeria's first visa application agency by August 25.
Dead on arrival, Wike dismisses Amechi's presidential bid, mocks former minister for saying he'll end corruption in 1 month.
SEC NICOM forged strategic alliance to drive insurance sector reform.
Fresh trouble for Kyari as court freezes bank accounts linked to him.
And bandits storm Casino Mosque at dawn, slaughter 13 worshippers, and that's on page 2 of the Metrics newspaper.
Now over to the Daily Trust. On the headlines, we have Katsina Mosque killing. We were attacked during prayers, pages 3 and 4.
And Humanitarian Day, our story by aid workers. Also, inside Alafin, Oni's renewed supremacy battle.
2025 Hajj, NACON Commissioner Director detained over misappropriation of funds. And we have NBA to FG release Osun LG funds.
And EFCC places Mele Kyari on watch list as court freezes account. And colleges of education can run degree programs, says Minister.
To the Guardian newspaper, we have floods, lack of potable water, worsen cholera epidemic in 34 states.
PDP convention, Wike's camp meets today to take position. An NCAA revises phone regulation on domestic flights, news on page 3.
Still on the Guardian newspaper, 60% of public school teachers lack basic digital skills, says UBEC. And we have Nigeria's minimum wage insufficient to lift citizens out of poverty on page 2.
And soccer for 172 million subscribers as Tinubu cancels planned 5% telecoms tax. That's on page 6. And NPA spots $2 billion funding gap as investor Apathy stalls deep sea port drive.
Now to the Punch newspaper, capital projects crumble as states cut spending. Governors cite insecurity. red tape for 2.7 trillion naira capital spending in 6 months amid rising travel wage bills on page 2.
36 governors unite to woo foreign investors via new platform, and by-election winners get certificates of return Thursday, says INEC.
2027 showdown, Wike fires shots at Amechi, Babachir trashes ADC, and on page 3, court blocks ex-NNPCL boss's account amid EFCC probe.
Now over to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. NBA demands immediate release of Osun local government funds, writes AGF, threatens legal action against FG. Osun Traditional Council seeks Tinubu's intervention, and that's on page 3.
APC, PDP under fire as Falana warns of global fallout from Canada's terrorism judgment. And on health, toothpaste made from hair could repair teeth and stop tooth decay. This is from a report on page 5.
Okay, all electronic devices must be switched off during takeoff and landing. NCCA says no to airplane mode. SCO seeks independent body to select INEC chairman. That's on page 24 of Tribune.
All right, and still on the Tribune, Customs Shippers Council meet over seaport delays, demurrage charges.
And on the Vanguard newspaper, 2027, Amechi's presidential bid dead on arrival, says Wike. And bandits kill 13 worshippers in Castina Mosque.
U.S. report raises concerns over security, justice in Nigeria, identifies lengthy pretrial detention delays as major challenges, notes 70,000 naira minimum wage has lost value to falling naira. U.S. government praised us for arresting Ansari leaders just recently. This is from the presidency. Says issues with judiciary, security, naira being addressed. We recorded 331,035 cases of rights violation, 375 killings in July from NHRC.
And Abuja court freezes 4 bank accounts linked to ex-NNPCL boss Kyari. And that's about that on our newspaper headline this morning. And to divulge and dissect this morning's newspaper review is our very own Chris Maduka. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Lilian.
Good morning, Chris. How are you today?
Good morning, Chair. You ladies' life is infectious. You have a lot of energy this morning, and I'm encouraged.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Let's look at the issue of Nigeria, see how much we can talk about. The matrix says Amechi Wike issue. There's one popular thing they say in Igbo land about Odogu. They say Odogu is not a Ghanaian.
Yes.
They also say that somebody who has eaten brethren and went to sleep has gone to sleep on empty stomach. When you're living 1 year when Apple born. Why this Chris? I call it Chris. That's my description. I'm sorry. When you call it some ways that are quote on war. Which comes from Southeast Nigeria. We are looked at by other parts of Nigeria as idiots. You know, idiots is not a bad name. You know, there's somewhere where they discuss what idiots are. Idiots are people who are tribalistic. And they always find a way of attacking each other. I mean, when this is a complex politics of Nigeria, your brother is a person you want to be the first to attack and bring him down. Somebody express, I want to be president. So he says dead on arrival from home. Must you be the person to say it? If he is dead on arrival with his ambition, let him go to the scene of the battle and fight it out and find out that he couldn't make it and come back. But it will be a perpetuation of internal battle, family war, when he is being fought by. My father said, Oguno, that's home war. It's more dangerous than outside war. That's why in Igbo land, we give people title like Ikemba. I don't think so. Most of these politicians who are having diarrhea of the mouth, just attacking their brothers. We have had it coming from Anambra State. We have had it coming from River State. We have had it coming from Imo. Everywhere. But you hardly hear this in other parts of Nigeria. Exactly. In Southeast Nigeria, there's something wrong with them. I don't understand them. What is all this? So if somebody from Southeast Nigeria wants to be president of Nigeria, what is wrong with it?
He's saying that compared to the other contestants,
that
Amechi does not stand a chance.
Nobody gave him the right to do so for Amechi. Amechi is a full citizen of Nigeria, and he's also a qualified politician to vie for president of Nigeria. It's not anybody's position to begin to tell us whether his ambition is dead on arrival or not. That's where I see it. I just see it because the politicians have a way of throwing banters, but certain things are not expected. If the banter should be thrown in this kind of thing, it shouldn't be coming from home.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on. But
yes.
I wish them good luck. You know why? I've just said it. If you set your house on fire, you want to run to another person's house. No problem.
So,
Astina Mosque.
Yes.
Killing.
Yes.
Mosque. Our heart keep bleeding about Nigeria. It's unfortunate. What else can we say? Well, since Signature TV started this, we have been on this desk every day. And there's no day that have passed with no one storyline from Nigerian newspapers about terrorists, bandits attack, Nigerians dying. Nigerians dying. Just this morning, people stormed a mosque where prayer is supposed to be holding, slaughtered people. And it's no more making sense because Nigerians are reporting death of numbers that it's like these are when you see ants and you use your leg to mash them, that's all it is. You don't count again. And we say, for how long can this continue? It brings to notice that the Catholic Church
massacre,
a massacre was linked to foreign, and people like this have said that they are linked to foreign connections of terrorists and bandits. Yes. So the highest in Nigeria, and they know, I'm sure the security know, that it may be difficult for Nigeria, no matter how biased we have about ourselves, to put the two Nigerians in one place, and they will look at themselves in the eyes and start killing themselves in that raw and rustic manner. Something is wrong. People who do not have one single attachment and emotion has invaded Nigeria, and they're having they're having just free day killing Nigerians for fun. Something should be done. Honestly. The international community that are linked to this, God, because these things they're talking about, they give you with one hand, take with another. Somebody said, whatever is causing this war and killing, using Nigerian people's blood to clean the streets, is because of God bless Nigeria with so much natural resources. Even Nigerians themselves and our leaders do not know whether they connive with these people. We don't know, but this has gotten out of hand. These are Nigerians. What is their offense? What is the offense of these people that just reported? 13 people who go to worship God.
Yes.
Just find the slaughter.
So nowhere is safe now. The churches, the mosques, even your home.
And before 2 days, they'll be forgotten. More will happen. That's how we are seeing it. That's the life of Nigeria for you now. So you wake up in the morning, you just say, thank God. Do we still really need to go to places of worship? And some people doing this must have something in mind they want to achieve. I don't think, from all my knowledge of God, that they are from God. Whatever they are doing, this cannot be God.
It cannot
Whatever way they want to paint it.
Yes.
And then since they are not of God, let that darkness that is sending them cover their ways. All their life and all their generations, they are heartless. And the Bible I read says, if people who don't show mercy will never get mercy from God. That's my review of that.
Amen.
Yes. Now we're seeing that EFCC is on Kyari's trail. We are seeing that fresh trouble for Kyari as court freezes bank accounts linked to him.
The money involved, from what we were told, alleged, is so much. So, I mean, whatever processes EFCC and the court are taking is welcome. What we are saying is that this should have done years back. There are so many cases of this in Nigeria that are not well handled. We just hope it's not just another smoke screen, bubu yaya, and then before you know it, you won't hear about K, nor E, or EF. You won't even hear C or E and F again concerning K or ERE or anything, and it will just fizzle out, and then Nigeria continues. That's it. I just hope they will continue, and if Kerry is innocent, we are not passing judgment on anything. He should follow the process, and then he prove himself innocent, and Nigerians will see how clean he is. But I know that Aku Balonikwe, when you know we prepare in Igbo land, we use apple to prepare ofapu. When you want to prepare ofapu, you first mash so that the nuts will go. So when you put the apple in Igbo and pound, anyone that enters there must come out with wound. That's what I'm saying. So now, Ooni of Ife and Alaafin of Oyo.
Yes.
They started. Now that's what I know. The center, Chinua Achebe's book has come. The center no more holds.
Yes.
Whatever that is that fiber, whatever that is that rope that holds us together as a people, somebody has put a knife on it, and the center with the things has fallen apart.
The center cannot hold. Yes.
So here, the Ooni of Ife and the Alaafin of Oyo, of two ancient kingdoms that hold Yoruba nation together at war. What else can you hear? And it must not be linked, because the Nigerian politicians have looked for everywhere to place war. They have come on divide and rule, perfecting it. From the hand of the United Nations, that the United Kingdom that colonized Nigeria, the United Kingdom perfected divide and rule in Nigeria. And what we have here are neo-colonialists wearing the same skin like me and you. And they've come to divide us even more. It's unheard of. And that will tell you how center we no more hold. Just imagine a Yoruba nation where Ooni of Ife and Alaafin are fighting at daggers drawn to kill each other, and they start making mess of these much revered thrones they hold. I wonder what their forefathers who had sat on these thrones they are sitting now with. The kind of words that come, even their aides, people who work for them, are making certain statements describing probably Alaafin of Oyo as a dead kingdom, coming from the only assistant or whatever aide. You see what happens? Once somebody you know, once the elders begin to play rough, the children. Imagine when the elders are struggling for food, and the children will use the plate of food to cover their head. They use it as helmet. That's what we can see. So with the Ooni of Ife and NBA, we just pray that.
Let's look at what NBA says to federal government: release Osun local government funds.
Why should the federal government be holding Osun local government funds? And they are the people who set the constitution, the law. And these are arms of government that are supposed to be autonomous and independent.
Exactly.
The people who do not want the local government to live and breathe we thought federal government started autonomy of federal government. We were here all happy, say, hooray, it's going to be huru. But now, federal government is suspect. I can't go behind to hide it. Federal government, the pace they started with local government autonomy has declined over time. And then my father said, once truth is suppressed, then bribe, money has taken, greasy palms has happened. And that is what is happening. You want to eat army, eat in pyo. You eat the federal government allocation, you say it's 45%. You share with the states to share the remaining part. From that state, local government was supposed to have. States do not want local government to breathe. Federal government do not want state to breathe. We have what we call constant cycle of doom, of political doom and suppression, and we want to have democracy. We are deceiving ourselves. If in a local government become autonomous, state become autonomous, and they run with some level of autonomy with oversight functions as constitution are declared, Nigeria will get better. Then if they really are concerned about dividend of democracy getting to the grassroots, we will begin to see it. But it's all lies.
Because by the time it gets to the local government,
things will
from
be getting
federal
closer.
to state.
You walk on your house, you get to local government, you start seeing people you can identify. They know where you come from, you know your village, and then they will still even know your ward because your ward representative is there. They know how much they come from federal government. Everybody will open eyes and see how it is used. Which one comes to the towns that are constituent of the local government? Things will be getting better that way. For the first time in my life, there was one time, whether it's around 1995-96, local government worked. I can tell you, Idemili South local government area of Anambra State blossomed. Since then, this suppression came. No governor had held the election of local government. Even when the federal government started it along the line, the governors suppressed the government. They don't want, what is stopping them? They control their own budget, but they don't want local government to control their own budget. And they want Nigeria to grow. We are telling ourselves lies. With this consciousness that's making us underdeveloped at this time, you want to see. Let's move on. 36 governors' new platform to war investors.
Foreign investors,
and
yes.
I can only say one word. 36 governors, brand new platform, old style, old people. The Bible says you cannot put old wine in a new
wine skin.
It will burst. Who are the people that the investors will come to invest in governors, these 36 governors? Who? They are the same people. What can you do to pig to become a dove? Even you dress the pig like a dove. Along the line, they will still go and do put nose on the ground and start looking for dead animal to eat. They have to change and reflect and change the whole system and become accountable. Let the world see how clean we are. We can't hide it. The global village, the digital technology has made us, even when you cough and whisper to your wife in your bedroom, darling, I love you, it is seen in somewhere. Somebody even said, are we sure that even the gadgets we have in our state houses are not monitoring spirit, that people are not even seeing our... So, why are we trying to pretend? People, we know ourselves. I say that the right come, we all know by seeing it. If you go to open it, it's Osa. That's long truth. To pay a boss. Let's move on.
All right. So NCCA.
You must switch off your phone. Yeah. That has been there along the line. No Nigeria. When one person, I have time when I get that before the property. when some people paid for me to fly one time, I know if you get in on flight, there are handouts and flight rules, and they will demonstrate so many things you have to do, and you quickly know where you are. They make it, they demonstrate and make it dramatize it. It's always the routine. Everybody who has money to buy a ticket to travel by air know that you must switch off
your phone. Exactly.
So any other way they want to turn it, whether it's a air mode or not, because those things are technology cannot be controlled. If your phone is on, whether it's in air mode, air flight mode or whatever, the pilot is seeing it. He knows even he could get the feeling of the signal. The signals are there because these are radio things. And since they say, I wonder, it's only in Nigeria I see this thing. Because in foreign trips, when you get at a certain cruising level, they will ask you to use your phone if you want. But when you want to land, they will ask you again to switch it off. But you know Nigerians, the name of a Nigeria is, the one Nigeria is, their first name is Afunanya. The second surname is Ekwe. Every Nigerian is Afunanya. Tell a Nigeria, switch off the phone, it can make us to crash. I say, my name is Afunanya. When I see, I believe. And the NCA is beginning to reinvent itself, to reclaim its power because they lost it totally. But the air hostesses are mad, crazy, like every Nigerian. The passengers are also getting a feeling. So when madness meets madness aboard, it will be madness. Madness, and then it can drop, and that's where we are now. So telling us, the foreign people will be looking at this country, these people they call Nigeria, they're okay. switching off phone when you are taking off and landing is not an issue. You should do that. Because if you are leaving Abuja to Enugu, for instance, before they say we have taken off, before you want to relax like this, the pilot will tell you, get set, we'll drop it, because it's 30 minutes flight.
Yes.
It's only when they will have some issues that will take some time to rover and come. But all things go well. Within 45 minutes, you fly from Abuja to Enugu. So what time will it take you not to switch off? And some people who cannot switch off phone just to show that they are. Have you talked to me?
Yes.
A fellow, imagine when a woman, it's even worse when a woman goes, sorry, madam, switch up your phone. It's like, who are you?
Do you know who I am?
Status, the one. So whatever it is, I think this one, they jailed somebody and bailed it. It shows that even NCA, they're not sure what they're doing. Until they get their house in order. When somebody commit the offense, go to jail and stay. And not when they say, go to jail, you start getting calls. It's a girlfriend to the senator. It's a husband to release, and they release. So we don't know. When somebody stopped moving Afro, they made him ambassador. Somebody slapped somebody. One day they will go and cut off the head of a pilot that is on air. I say, why are you flying?
All right, we are actually out of time. I mean, there are a lot of other headlines.
Minimum wage is not more enough. I must say that.
Exactly, 70,000 minimum wage. Yes.
We all know the people of Nigeria, by the powers given to us as Nigerians, with the blood that flow in us as Nigerians, have tested minimum wage. In fact, some of us have not even seen it. We only heard about it. But over time, we have found out that with a mudu of ewa selling at 12,000 naira, and the mudu of abado selling at 15,000 naira presently. If you, an average house of 2 or 3, cannot manage 70,000 naira within 1 week. So if we know what is good for the geese is good for the gander, let the National Assembly look into it again and say, is it when we go back to the street, they would, why not start talking about it now? Because yesterday we heard that when they said the political appointees' salary should be increased.
Exactly.
Yes.
If you are talking about
increasing
what is good for the woman who has belly, remember somebody gave him belly. So what is sweet for the woman who gave belly is also sweet for the man who gave belly. Exactly. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Chris Maduka. Thank you. And now we have come to the end of our newspaper headlines and newspaper review with Chris Maduka. And we'll go on a short break. When we return, Signature Morning continues.